Hey, you guys. So I know it has been a minute or two, but I'm back and I want to first just share a really quick announcement. I'm going to be doing my second dance fitness class in the park. It's just basically going to be a really great workout with dance intervals, awesome music in between. And I did this once before. It was so fun. So I hope if you're here local that you will come. It's a donation-based class. If you have a good time, donations are appreciated. Other than that, we are just gonna up level our joy. And I just feel like that's always important, but especially now. So having said that, I want to move into a little bit of a chat around intention. I know so many of us are trying to create change. And if you're like me, I was in a pattern for really decades of desiring change, like really wanting to create change. And I would announce it to myself and sometimes others with great intentions, but would find myself falling back into the old patterns of not getting it done. And when I started to use intention more actively and intentionally in my life, I noticed that it was easier for me to stick with what it was that I wanted to do. So I want to try to keep this fairly short, but basically setting intentions is a declaration. It's a declaration to yourself and the universe about the change that you wish to bring or create in your life, the things that you want to do, the things you want to get done, the things that really are important to you. You're declaring it to yourself and to the universe. And what I noticed was that I would kind of, think about, this is what I want to do. So for example, I'm just going to throw some examples out there that I hear a lot from other people and things that I myself have worked with. So it could be around weight loss. It could be around drinking more water, getting more exercise, just walking for 10 minutes each day, those kinds of things. And of course, some things are a little more complex, right? With weight loss, there may be some other things to unpack, deeper beliefs that are happening that make it harder to shift the patterns, right? So I don't want to minimize that. But at the end of the day, no matter what it is that you're trying to create, intention is a powerful way to stay on track. So setting an intention would be putting together a couple of sentences that clearly state what you want and how you want to feel. So my intention, I'm just going to come up with my intention is to gratefully, easily drink half my weight in ounces of water each day as I move towards optimal health, as I embody optimal health and wellness, something like that. And then as you state your intention, preferably 3 times a day, once in the morning when you wake up, midday, and definitely before bed. And it can be really helpful to bring your intention into your physical self. I like to do this by placing my hands over my heart, sometimes one hand on my heart and one hand on my tummy. But for intentions, it's both of my hands over my heart. And really feel the power and the conviction behind your words and bring it into your physical self. And sometimes I will repeat it several times, so just even taking a couple of minutes in the morning and really stating your intention until you feel it. And you feel the way that you're going to feel as you follow through with whatever the intention is that you've set. And as you do this, consider also imagining yourself moving through the obstacles. So let's say it's drinking water and you find yourself in this pattern of deciding that realizing you need to drink water. You say, I need to do it, and you find yourself not doing it. And you see that you get to like 5 o'clock each day and you're like, oh my God, I forgot to drink my water. So imagine yourself coming up against those obstacles and moving through them. See yourself setting yourself up for success, filling up your water every morning, and then even setting you know, a little timer throughout the day to just kind of, we all have our phones with us, right? Setting that timer to remind yourself. The more present you can be with your intention, the more likely you are to follow through. And that's the importance of placing your hands over your heart and just feeling into it. I'm telling you it. In fact, I used this with something kind of silly recently, but I was getting really frustrated because I would go to the grocery store and forget to bring my frickin' bags into the grocery store. And here in California, if you buy bags at the grocery store, you have to pay tax, which, I mean, in and of itself, 10 cents is not that big of a deal, right? But I have like 10 in my car. And so one day before I left the house, I sat in my garage, put my hands over my heart and said, my intention is to remember my freaking bags when I get to Trader Joe's. And sure enough, I pulled into the parking lot and I wasn't thinking about it the whole way. I wasn't thinking, okay, this really has to work, so I'm going to think about it the whole way over. A little light bulb just went off as I parked, and it was like, don't forget your bags, Koch. And it totally worked. So try it. Start with something small and see how it works for you. And then let me know how it goes. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.